Hey everybody, I'm Dharma, and this message is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers, anybody that was drawn to this message, welcome. Alright. If there's an extended, the link for that will be in the box below to Vimeo, or you can join us on Members. Get the extended readings, the yoga, and everything else we do. Alright, here we go. So, right there, Leo coming in strong, and the High Priestess. Empress. So we have Libra, Pisces, Leo energy. This is probably, it's like both of these people are standing behind some kind of screen or on the other side of hope, strength in this situation. It's like there is, it could be that the position of the Empress is strengthening, right? King of Swords, Nine of Cups, Tower. And I dropped one as well. King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's also the masculine energy. However, in this particular image, this King of Swords is a woman. There is something is said. This tower moment, this is the one that fell on the floor. It's a tower moment. With this Emperor. I just keep wanting to be like, strength is needed for this, strength is needed for this. Something, this Emperor says something to this Empress. It's a Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight. Sword is some kind of communication, some kind of, but it comes in on a feather. It's like the most gentle, I don't know, maybe it's the most, they feel spiritually guided for this. I was gonna say it's the most gentle breakup ever, but I don't think that's what it is, because whatever this is coming to hold this tower together. And she winds up with the Nine of Cups. Tell me about what it is here that this Emperor says. It's the Archer. It's careful. They're being very careful with what they say. Very, very careful. It feels like they don't want to. It's about family and dogma. And the swans, I mean, they are, this is my point. This is the Emperor and the Empress. And this Emperor has something to say. Yeah, communication. That's what I'm gonna call it, because it feels very, very important. And I actually think that a lot of the other readings this week have a lot to do with that. With things, I think Aquarius that I did was called the Feelings Talk. And it feels like they want to clear their throat first so that they can make it, it feels like it's time. Here's its time. Also, something needs to be made clear. This is the Chariot. Within 1 to 3 months, so this also says resisting change. This Emperor has been resisting change for at least 1 to 3 months in this relationship between this Emperor and this Empress. They haven't been willing to really budge at all. And it's like somewhere intuitively, especially with this wolf here, this white wolf talks about gnosis and spiritual guidance. It's time to make real change, permanent change. Because it's going to end if they don't. They know it. They know it, they know it, they know it, they know it. Because they've been resisting the change, all right? That is, I don't really know what happens. We come into this time frame and I'm hearing strength is needed, strength is needed. You both are standing in your own corners behind these walls of whatever. And this particular emperor is made very aware. Some kind of white wolf comes up, some kind of moment of truth comes up, and he knows that if he doesn't make this change, it's over. And it's just very complicated. And there's a squirrel. Now, the other thing is that an Aquarius could be involved. This emperor might be just, because this yarn card talks about being strung along. And the squirrel card talks about miscommunication and giving lip service and kind of if they don't do this, it's going to be over for good. And right there it is, the anchor, which is restraint, and the raven, which is the knowing. And it's like there's something. Okay, so this empress and this emperor, they are counterparts, and they both know it. They have both felt it. All right, they both experienced it. How do they know that it's going to be over? She probably told them so. The squirrel also talks about scolding, and have you ever seen a mad squirrel? They get really mad. And they say the things, and she probably said it. And then has made it very clear. I don't really know. So what do they do then? It's a big, huge fight. Like, it doesn't... It's supposed to be gentle. We're at an impasse. These two people are at an absolute impasse. Except this emperor knows that if he doesn't do something about this, they're going to lose them. And I don't think that they want that. There's an Aquarius male here who is going to steer this ship. And that would make sense with the King of Swords. To come up with a plan to, and I keep saying they have to do this, or it's going to end, and they know it. It's making changes. It's doing some, she probably had to put out a request, or there was some kind of disagreement, or there is some kind of elephant in the room, that Ace of Cups. Yeah, big feelings and 10 of Cups. Big feelings and oh my God, Ace of Rods. It's like, what are you going to do about it? And what was he doing about it? Not a whole lot, nothing. Reminiscing, sitting around, taking too long, being nostalgic, nothing. Thinking too much, being single, waiting, being blocked off, and maybe would let her in a little, but not a lot. And so, So what are you going to do about it? And they're like, well, but here's the thing again. It's like, well, I'm going to pour into this, but right underneath that is the 7 of Swords. I mean, there's a solid chance that they could be stringing somebody along. I heard, but only because I heard they're hoping for the best, if that makes any sense. They have no idea how this is going to work out, but they have to do something or it won't work out at all. The Chariot. And so what we're talking about is this family dynamic. That's how they, it's the Emperor and the Empress. Let's make an empire. That we're gonna build slowly. It's like we could start the empire now. And it will just take a long time to make it build, but let's do that. Let's do this. And it's supposed to bring temperance to the situation. Big permanent change. That's what they want, is to bring the permanent change. And it's like, it feels like they're nervous to say it because it feels like they're talking out of their ass. And if that means like, they're just like, what if we blah, 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 blah. They just come up with some big thing that they hope for the best for. They hope it works out, but maybe they aren't really confident in themselves that it can, but they're hoping for the best. And that's what they present her with. And I mean, she's got 9 of Cups and all of the yay, so we'll see. All right, the link for the extend is in the box below. We're going to see where this goes, because they're intending to heal this with the star, so we'll see what happens. All right, link for the extend is down there, and until next time, bye.